big Hollywood deal thing is just meeting famous rappers, you know what I mean? All right, so here's a memorable story. This is back in '94 when me and Shortcut were in our battle phase. We were living in San Francisco. We went to LA for the DMC battle, and we went to this chicken cafe on Melrose, and randomly we ran into Pete Rock and CL Smooth, like just, out of nowhere. And I remember both of us were too scared to say anything. Yeah, I mean, I just geeked out because at that time, Pete Rock, they just dropped They Reminisce, and yeah, it was a big deal to us, you know what I mean? Back then, we were so starstruck and scared. So I grew up in San Jose, California. It's about 40 minutes from San Francisco. And we didn't have too many DJs. Like, the biggest influence that I had early on was this DJ named Chris Cut. And I only knew him because I had an older friend in the neighborhood, and that was his best friend. So anyways, Chris Cut changed his name later to Peanut Butter Wolf. And so he was one of the first DJs that I saw mix, scratch, juggle, just kind of do the whole thing. And then later on, transition to making beats as a producer and then owning a label. Just seeing him come up in the industry was a real motivating factor for me. Seeing that he can get out of our hometown and make it, you know what I mean? So yeah, he was a big influence on me. I want to say in the late 80s, I went to a Jazzy Jeff concert. It was Heavy D, it was Jazzy Jeff, Houdini was there. And but yeah, I didn't really know who Jazzy Jeff was, and I just saw him cut it up, doing It's Time and doing all that. And that blew me away, seeing that. He was so advanced and he took it to a whole different musical level. Immediately I was like, okay, I want to be like this dude right here. And I bought all his records, studied all his stuff. And then I ended up buying videotapes, DMC battle videotapes from Q back in the day. He was a guy who people would buy DMC videotapes. He would dub them and bootleg them and sell them to all the young kids, like me and Shortcut. So we used to buy tapes off of Q. And that's when we saw other DJs, Cash Money, Aladdin, all those guys, like actually cut on video, like in DMC battles. And so, just seeing all that really took us to the next level, learning what they were doing, trying to copy them and everything. For those who don't know, the X-Men are, now they're called the Executioners, but back then it was Steve D, Roc Raida, Mr. Sinister, Rob Swift, Totally Clipse. Those are the main guys who were battling. But back then it was all about Steve D. He created that whole style of the breakdown juggle, all that slow down funky stuff. That was him all day, and man, we used to study him like crazy. Yeah, Roc Raida he's one of the nicest dudes, man. Like on the turntables, he was so like vicious and had a lot of attitude, like that real battle style. But off stage, man, he was like the most soft-spoken dude, real nice, down to earth, easy to talk to. You need money, he would loan you money, whatever. Yeah, one of the nicest dudes, man. Yeah, I really miss him, man. He was super nice to me, man. So I had a lot of respect, and I was always nervous. But when I got to know them, man, I was like, oh, these guys are just like us, man. They're just normal dudes, you know what I mean? Yeah, I was always nervous. So.